So, Miku was just sitting on the fucking couch, watching TV, doing shit, when this bitch Susie walks in, right? Susie from next door. Miku looks over at her and she's like, Susie, it's you. And Susie's like, yeah, bitch, it is me. And she's like, have you been fucking my mans? And she's like, yes, I have been fucking your mans. And then Miku grabs her hair, and then she grabs her hair back. And then they start tussling and fighting and stuff until they passionately kiss. And then they come into Miku's room where her twin sister, Miku, is waiting for them. And they sit and they all have a threesome like this. This is how it works. But then Susie's bitch-ass twin sister Karen walks in, and she's like, I'm telling Mom, I'm Mom. And she comes to me and she's like, Mom, they're having a threesome again. And I'm like, Miku, why can't you just have normal family time? And she's like, don't talk to me like that, Mom. I'm fucking 10. I can do what I want. And then I'm like, other Miku, you absolute whore. I knew you were also fucking Miku's boyfriend. And Miku's like, what? You were fucking my boyfriend? And she's like, no, it was an accident. He thought I was you, and I wanted it. And then it wasn't a fucking accident. And Susie's like, welp, I guess it's time for my leave. And she leaves. She jumps out the first-story window. Susie died in that fall, and now Susie's sister Karen, Miku, and other Miku all passionately love each other in a polyamorous relationship. Alright, part 2. Susie was outside in her sexy-ass purple Lamborghini. She actually survived that fall from that first floor window, and she was not happy that they started a polyamorous relationship without her. So, Susie had a plan. She was going to murder some bitches. Susie, being the sly and cunning motherfucker she is, walked up the stairs with her pink and green shovel in hand. She walked to the bedroom where they were all making passionate love to each other, holding the shovel. Miku 1 looked over at Susie. Susie, I thought you died. Susie was like, no shit, bitch. I didn't, though. And then Miku 2 also looked over and she's like, damn, Susie, you look hella fine for being dead. And then Karen comes out and she's like, Susie, I thought you were dead and I kinda hoped you were. And she's like, bitch, and she slaps her multiple times. And then Karen dies. And then Miku 2 looks at Susie and she's like, Susie, no, you know I always had a secret crush on you. And then Susie's like, I know, baby. They kiss. Susie beats her with a fucking shovel. That's 2. That's 2 dead bodies. Miku 1, she does it smart. She runs away. She runs away and she hotwires Susie's car, and she drives it away. She gets away, and Susie's back up here like, Jesus fucking Christ, that bitch. I always knew she was a cunning one. And she's like scooping the bodies, like using the shovel to scoop the bodies down the stairs to like sweep them up. Now, we come back 30 minutes later. Susie had to walk all the way to her dig site, and she dug up some holes, and she prepared them for the bodies. She grabbed her twin sister, Karen, or whatever the fuck her name was, Essential Oils bitch, and she put her in the ground first. She put Karen in the ground first. She then grabbed Miku 2's body. It looked into its piercing red eyes and said, I always loved you, but it wasn't meant to be. As she fucking shoved that bitch down 6 feet under. With the job done and the bodies covered, Susie was home free. But wait, her car was still stolen by Miku 1. After a long while, she finally tracked down Miku 1 having sex in her hot Lamborghini with an invisible person. An invisible person. Miku looked out the window and was like, Susie, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Susie looked at her with a cold stare and was just like, you look just like your sister. Duh, 'cause you're twins. Kissed her passionately and slammed that bitch into the hood of her own car. Miku is dead. The invisible lover has ran off, but Susie could not see the invisible lover, for the invisible lover was invisible. Now with her car back, she could finally go, and I can't grab all of these at the same time. She's in the car. Miku is in the car. She went back to Miku's house. She went back to Miku's house with the dead body in tow. In the trunk. In the trunk. She opened the door to the house and she sat down on the couch. Miku's dead body, with its head on her lap. Then, as Susie laid there with Miku's dead body, she watched all seasons of Friends and cried multiple times. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, there's a heart that always gonna find you. And then, suddenly, Miku comes back to life. Her reincarnated body, her now actually alive body, floating up in the air, looking down at Susie. And Susie's like, God, Miku, I've never been so attracted to you. Miku slowly comes down and beats the shit out of that bitch because she deserved it. After Susie was dead and buried under the house, Miku sat and watched TV as she did in the beginning. But then, a twisting turn of events, Susie came back, and it started over.